Todd Brown here, gang, with your market outlook. This is Thursday, June 5th. We talked a little bit about beautiful long entries in the Dow Jones, the SPYs, and so on. We'll look at some higher time frame. Right now, what I want to do is pull the mini Russell down. We'll look at a couple of these indexes as they've taken out structure resistance and driven to new structure highs. So as we look left, right here, what I'm doing is I'm looking at my momentum signals right here. And I'm trading momentum as well as the divergence. So the green lines right here represent buy signals. The red lines right here represent sell signals, and so on. Now, as you can see, mini Russell, those of you that follow me for the last 10 or 15 years know that I love divergence. So what I was doing was basically trading the support and resistance at these channels. So I would take my momentum sell signals here, but then buy these double bottoms in reverse, momentum long signals right here. So absolutely smoked it in the sideways trade right here. Beautiful sell signal. Again, look at this extreme bearish divergence, overbought, double top, right back into previous structure resistance. And then here we finally have broken out. So now in the mini Russell, that previous area of structure resistance is anticipated support. You can see that we made new highs off ECB, 1138s, followed by a prompt pullback here to 1130. And now we're already up $300 off that little retracement. Now my 250 tick chart right here generated my classic black tip buy signal. Okay, so right here you see we just got long again. So this buy signal here out on stop. My turning point black tip, or what I call my cluster 3 trade, right there, targets attained. And then here's my next momentum signal. So what I've done is gone higher time frame, 1,000 tick, to identify my support and resistance levels. Several $1,000s worth of opportunity right here just in the last week and a half. Two very simple deals. A, again, I'm trading my basic SOS 3 to 4 signal at support and resistance. And then B, my momentum signal fires off, typically occurring somewhere around the 30 to 40% or mid-range of that level. Then I come over here to the 250 tick, and after we broke through structure resistance, indicated here in black, we anticipate that'll be support. And again, I look for a qualified signal at that point. Buried RSI, SOS1. Turning point, followed immediately by a black tip, SOS2 and 3. There's the cluster 2, buy next bar market, long entries from around 1131. Now, let's come back into our 1,000 tick and let's just go walk through a couple of these different markets. Crude oil took out my major support levels earlier. Okay, so crude oil sold the double tops here, the 103.60s. Market rolled over. I bought the double bottoms here. Partial profits, balance out on stop as it rolled over there. And then we dropped down into my next support level, the 102.13. And now you can see we've driven through that as well. So crude oil off of this beautiful double top at the 103.60s has now taken off seriously south. Now let's go out here and we'll look left, and you'll see we really've got nothing else setting up until all the way down here at this 101.70. So I'm going to pull this guy down, 101.70 support. Let's go back over to the right side, and you can see right now we're forming a double bottom at that area. So I'll look for the counter trend buy signal, and then I'm going to look for this guy to rally back in. Previous support here, anticipated resistance, and then I'm going to look for a confluence point where my ADX comes in right around this 0220 to 0240 zone for a continuation sell. This would be the same type of signal we saw right here. Okay, so that's crude oil. Let's go take a look at the NASDAQ. Look left, right here. Look at this, gang. Look at just killing this thing in that sideways market. Now, here's the NASDAQ. So I referenced in one of my previous videos the Clint Eastwood movie, Trouble with the Curve. So we're going to take out that trouble with the curve. We're going to say trouble with the chop or the churn, which is a sideways market. Well, here's what our DSR levels do in that sideways market. This is the 610 tick chart over June 2nd, June 3rd, and then part of the 4th. But look how it just identifies beautiful areas. There's a short entry at 37.32s. Here's a buy signal down here at 37.17. So it's a beautiful 15 to 18 point trading range. And this is the type of environment where our DSR levels combined with our rules of engagement, buy them here at 16, buy them here at 16, cover here and get short at 32, cover here and get short at 32, a little 4-point move against us. We're using 5-point stops. But right here, gang, during that sideways, a 2-contract trader easily is going to pick up 60 to 80 points right there, 1,200 to 1,600 bucks. Then, once we break above, close above right here, this previous structure resistance is going to be anticipated support. So you can see we've got DSR levels. So again, if I'm a buyer at my 37.40 handle right here, here we go. If I'm a buyer at these levels right here, then I'm going to take profit here and then let the balance run, anticipating we could get this type of a break above, close above. If I'm a seller against my DSR resistance, 37.55 to 57, then I'm trading counter to the trend. I'm going to look for profits back into this 41. So a nice 10 to 14 point range, buying the 40s, selling at 55s in the NASDAQ. All right, now let's go take a look at one more chart. Let me pull it up here shortly. All right, so right here I'm pulling in the daily bar. Now again, we took a look at this. This was the long entry on the pound. Okay, after our beautiful double tops, we talked about the short entries right here. We did get the lower low, lower close right here. So any retest of this 169, 170 with qualified signals, looking for short entries. Now let's go take a look at DIA. Okay, so yesterday we got the higher high, higher close on the daily bar. And then a slight gap today. So again, we'll be looking for an intraday sell signal on our hourly charts for a possible diamond puts. Let's look at our QQQs. Right there again, here's overbought, SOS1. Where's the market relative to? We're at a DSR level, SOS2. Previous structure resistance, SOS3. But, gang, this is still aggressive because this is the left side of that potential double top. Now, you can see my SOS fired. I've got an LS1 counter trend right here. So if we get that LS2, then we'll look to buy the puts, or again, we can drill down to a lower time frame and then look at a 60-minute symmetrical double top right here with a full SOS 4 or 5 signal, buy some QQQ puts. So great update, a lot of activity. Stay specific on your rules of engagement. Stay disciplined in your daily trading plans, and I'll see you at the next update.